That's some of the stuff we're going to talk about today, Julianne. Yeah, the man who raised Andrews. Hey, Julianne. So, some of this is breaking news, some of it is not. Um, One of the things that is going to be breaking news is that James O'Keefe, in his trailer for his release last night, showed that he is going to tie Jeffrey Epstein to uh, Prince Andrew and Pfizer and Pam Bondi. The thing that he had showed Jeffrey Epstein walking with Prince Andrew, and then John Byron's uh, video played, and what he hasn't played yet is how Pam Bondi is connected. He had her picture in the trailer. Yeah, he released it yesterday, but he has more. He said this is the first release of many. And he told Alex Jones, he said, I am not suicidal. He said, Virginia Giuffre did not commit suicide. He said, if she did, she's the fourth Epstein witness to proclaim that she's not suicidal and then suddenly die by suicide. He said, one is a coincidence. Four means they're shutting up witnesses. Actually, it does, um, because Prince Andrew gave an interview saying that he never had relations with underage girls at all. And John Byron said that his he owned a, I don't know if you'd call it a house, but it had beach property. And he said Prince Andrew used to go on the beach and get the young girls and bring them back to the house. He said he was renting the property and Prince Andrew would go when he wasn't there. But he has videos of Prince Andrew and these young girls. Right. That's why he had to pay Virginia. I think Virginia or Fergie divorced Andrew because of this well known stuff of him with underage girls, and she had two young daughters. That's just my thought on it. So we'll see where else this goes. And I was actually surprised the the Catholic Church elected an American pope. Well, I don't think that's ever going to happen. I don't think she's ever going to be arrested because she divorced him and took her daughters away from him. Well, this we'll see where the church goes under this guy. He's actually from Peru, and he's been a, what do they call it, naturalized citizen of America for many decades. And wasn't Pope Francis from Peru? Well, global immigration and nonsense. That's all nonsense, you know. Prevost was born in America. Well, I've read he was born in Peru and moved to America. Right. That he lived near Chicago. Prevost was his name. Now he's Pope something the 14th. Yeah, he's the first American Pope ever. Yeah, he was already a cardinal. Have to be a cardinal to be elected Pope. Leo, that's right. Going to be Pope Leo the 14th. Always shocks me when they do stuff like that because the popes are pretty much, they decide where the church is going to go because they hire the cardinals. It said that yeah, Pope Francis hired almost 100 cardinals. Yeah. Yeah. Also, the FBI announced today that they have an active investigation into Letitia James. Yeah, I don't think they've ever had a Pope Virgo. different popes are known for different things. They said on the Catholic channel they wanted a pope that would go more back towards like Pope John Paul II. And so when they said that, I was hoping they would elect Ergo. That's how his name is pronounced. Ergo. Yeah. And Kash Patel this morning lied to Senator Kennedy. Senator Kennedy asked Kash Patel about Epstein's supposed suicide, and Kash Patel said, well, the information that I have is that he hung himself. And the information that I have says that it's not possible for him to have hung himself because his 3 vertebrae in his neck were crushed. You don't crush vertebrae in your neck from hanging. When you hang, there's this bone right here called the hyoid bone, and that bone breaks. The hyoid bone apparently did not break. Yeah, they were talking about that said that this pope has said he wants to be like Peter, the first pope. Yeah, I hope so, because I really like Kash, and I would not want it to come out to find out that he's corrupt in any way. Now, Pam Bondi is getting on my nerves. Because James Comer, day before yesterday, went on the Benny Show and said that it is likely that all the Epstein list was deleted and that James O'Keefe has the only copy. Right. We don't know. And it's like Nancy Grace said. She said the problems with them saying that he committed suicide, she said he's 6'5". The bed rail where they say he hung himself is 5 foot tall. The bed is not bolted down. She said, also a problem. If he jumped off of the top rail, his medications would be strewn all over the floor. His medications were set on the top row, neatly aligned in order, with all the labels facing front. Right. How is she supposed to release them? And the rumors that I heard is that she is the one suppressing the release and that Trump is angry. Said that there is a known person in the White House that is preventing the release of the Epstein files. I don't know who the person is yet. It's not a point that we want to see them. We want justice to be done. And if there are foreign leaders on the tapes, they need to be exposed. They need to be exposed. That's what Jamie Comer said, that he told them to get in there the first day and secure these files. And he said they apparently didn't do it. Right. And Jamie Comer said that the DOJ has the videotapes and the hard drives. What they don't have is the list. He said James O'Keefe may have the only copy of the actual Epstein list. Right. And Virginia said in an interview last fall that she could prove that Bill was with well, we'll say little girls, but she said, I'm living proof. I was there. And now she has committed an apparent fake suicide because her lawyer and her dad said she did not commit suicide. So I thought it sounded kind of weird that she would, do that because she's posted since 2019. I am not now, nor have I ever been suicidal. Someone like that doesn't just up and commit suicide. That's not the way that works. It's not the way that works. I know how that works because my father committed suicide. He did not tell nobody that he was going to do it. He just did it. Right. Now, the interesting thing that came out recently is that Ghislaine Maxwell's dad worked for Mossad. So if her dad worked for Mossad, that means Jeffrey was working for Ghislaine, providing info on world leaders to her dad. And according to Matt Gaetz, he was taken out by a foreign government and it was staged to look like suicide. And he said, Bill Barr has all the answers. He needs to be hauled in front of Congress. But I don't think they ever will do that. I wish they would, because I have never liked Bill Barr. I thought he was a snake in the grass. Which it turned out he was. Because there's more proof from a different source. Trevian Cootie, that was involved in the Georgia case against Trump. Trevian Cootie has proof that Bill Barr orchestrated all these lawsuits. She said she gave that proof to Kash Patel. She said he orchestrated all of it. He picked Judge Merchan to overview the Trump case. That whole thing needs to be investigated, and if Bill Barr is involved, he needs to be put in jail. Because, like I said, I never liked him. Well, that's what I got for y'all today. We will keep a watch for more release from James O'Keefe, and we will be back here at noon tomorrow. Well, 2 o'clock. It's noon my time. So we will call it an end for now, and we will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye for now.